Honey and Jam. Once upon a time, there lived two little bears. The elder one was called Jam, and the younger one was called Honey. While Jam was good, Honey was greedy and stubborn, and liked to disagree with everything Jam said. And because of this, the two little bears would often quarrel with each other. One night, Honey decided to go hunting. Honey put his hunting hat and hunting boots on. Honey packed his trusty slingshot, a water bottle, and an apple in his backpack, and he was ready to go. But suddenly, Jam stopped him.
It's too dark, Honey. You can go hunting tomorrow.
Jam said. Honey had enough. No, I'm going hunting and you can't stop me, Honey said, and ran out the door. Like Jam said, it was dark outside and Honey couldn't see anything. The wind was blowing fiercely and Honey thought he heard something rustle in the bushes. I won't be afraid, Honey said, shaking his head. I'm going to be brave. Honey marched into the woods with his head held high. Stubborn Honey tried not to think about scary things in the dark and focused on finding things to hunt. As Honey went deeper into the woods, he came across a strange-looking tree. It was gnarled and stout, with branches that had no leaves or fruit. Honey decided to sit under the tree and drink water out of his water bottle. Just as Honey was about to take his first sip, the strange-looking tree twisted and shook.
Oh, little bear. Oh, little bear.
The tree called out.
Please help me. I'm an old tree that is dying. If you could give me a sip of water, I would be so happy.
The tree said. Honey laughed at the tree. Sorry, old tree, but I only have enough water for me, Honey said and walked away. Soon, Honey grew tired and decided to rest for a bit. Honey found a nice rock to sit on and pulled out an apple from his backpack. Just as Honey was about to take his first bite, a tiny mouse appeared from the bushes. The mouse was small and brown, with big sad eyes and a thin long tail. Oh, little bear! Oh, little bear! The mouse called out. Please help me. I am a tiny little mouse that is so hungry. If you could give me a bite of your apple, I would be so happy, the mouse said. Honey laughed at the mouse. Sorry, tiny mouse, but I only have enough food for me, Honey said, and chased the mouse away. After Honey finished his apple, he journeyed further into the woods. The more he walked, the darker and scarier everything seemed to become. Honey was quickly feeling less brave and more scared.
Oh, little bear,
Something said in the darkness. Honey jumped at the noise and took his slingshot out. Who's there? Honey cried out.
oh, little bear, oh, little bear, I have never seen you in the woods before.
The voice said. I have a weapon, Honey shouted and looked around.
Your weapon will not work against me.
The voice said, and a huge black figure with glowing green eyes emerged slowly from the deepest of the woods. It was bigger than Honey and bigger than any animal Honey had seen. The animal's fur was midnight black and shiny and had powerful arms and legs that made the ground shake with every step it took.
I am the Black Panther.
the animal growled.
In the night, the woods are my home.
The panther said. Honey trembled and aimed his slingshot at the panther. If you come closer, I will shoot you with my slingshot, Honey said. The panther laughed at Honey.
Foolish little bear, do you think you can beat me?
The panther said. Honey pulled back on the slingshot as far as he could and then let go. The slingshot bullet hit the panther but quickly fell to the ground. The panther growled. Honey could see its pointy, sharp teeth gleam in the darkness.
Your attack did not hurt me, but it annoyed me greatly. I will now eat you, little bear.
The panther roared and dashed towards Honey. But Honey was nimble. Honey moved out of the panther's way and ran as fast as he could. Hey, hey! Why are you running, little bear? The tiny mouse Honey had met before asked. There's a panther chasing me. He wants to eat me, Honey said, panting. The mouse laughed at Honey. I have lived here all my life, so I know good places to hide. But I will not help you, you selfish little bear, the mouse said, and disappeared into the bushes.
I'm coming to get you, little bear.
Honey heard the panther say. Honey ran faster and soon reached the strange-looking tree Honey had met before. Tree, tree, help me please, Honey said.
Hey, why are you running, little bear?
The tree asked. There's a panther chasing me. He wants to eat me, Honey said, panting. The tree laughed at Honey.
I have lived here all my life, so I am good friends with a panther. I could lie to him about where you went, but I will not help you, you selfish little bear.
The tree said.
I'm almost there, little bear.
Honey heard the panther say. Honey ran and ran and ran and reached his house. Honey banged on the door with his paws. Jam! Oh, Jam! Please let me in, Honey said. Jam opened the door and frowned at Honey.
You mean little bear? What is wrong?
Jam said. There's a panther chasing me. He wants to eat me, Honey said.
Why didn't the tree and mouse help you?
Jam asked. I didn't help them when they asked for my help. I was a mean little bear, and now I will be eaten by a panther, Honey cried.
Why should I help you now?
Jam asked. Oh, Jam, I'm sorry for being a mean little bear and not listening to you. I promise I will never disagree with you again. Now, please let me in, Honey said.
I will only let you in if you promise me one more thing.
Jam said. What is it? I'll do anything, Honey said.
You have to say sorry to everyone you were mean to.
Jam said. Fine, I'll do it, Honey said, and Jam let him in. The next morning, Honey and Jam went to the woods. They first met the tree. Hello, tree. I'm sorry for not giving you a sip of my water. I hope you forgive me, Honey said. The tree smiled.
Of course, I forgive you, and I hope we can be good friends.
The tree said. Next, they found the mouse. Hello, mouse. I'm sorry for not giving you a bite of my apple. I hope you forgive me, Honey said. The mouse smiled.
Of course I forgive you. And I hope we can be good friends,
the mouse said. And lastly, sorry, Jam, for being a mean and stubborn little bear, Honey said. Thanks to Jam, Honey was able to apologize to the tree and mouse and become friends with them, and everyone lived happily ever after.